one. This was one that my brother Freddie gave me. So we are going to use this Bible today, and we are going to come from you from the book of Psalms, the 51st chapter. We're going to start at the first verse, and I really can't tell you how far we will go down into that chapter. We'll stop when I don't have nothing else. But before we get into this, I thought about this Bible when they mentioned doing the eulogy, and I said, well, God, if you show me where that Bible is, then I'll do the eulogy. So I went upstairs and bam, it was right there. Then I said, well, okay, well, God, in the Bible, so I don't know what to read out of it. If you give me something to read out of it, I'll do the eulogy. So I unzipped the cover, and I opened up the Bible, and there was this ticket. I don't know where this ticket came from. But there was this ticket in the Bible, and it said, thanks for coming. And so, I took that as a sign, and I said, that George will thank you all for coming. And I want to thank you all for coming as we've done already. But although this was in a particular page, the page got a lot of scriptures on it. And it happened to be the 51st division of Psalms was underlined. And when I looked at it, I turned my head and I said, okay, I didn't read it. And I said, okay, I still got to find something. But I wasn't paying attention to what was in place before me. And so I sat down with a piece of paper and a pen, and I started to try to jot some things out. And something said, look back over in the Bible. So I began to read some of the verses in the Bible. And when you read these verses, you really don't need nobody to preach because they're pretty self-explanatory. But before I get into this, there are some other things that I'd like to share with you. God has given me a few revelations, and I've had a handful of experiences, and I would not be doing my duty if I didn't talk to you guys about my revelations and my experiences while I have the opportunity to be before you. So I will do that. But before I do that, my brother George always liked my poetry, and he wanted me to share some of my poetry with his ministries that he has. But I told him that I would not, because I planned on putting those things in the book. But I will share one of them today. Babbling like a fool, I search for profound words that will reveal the secrets that are inside. But the words are lost. Freddie, is this all about you, or is this about I? Though I feel for you in my heart, not words, but what we feel for you today, Freddie, is love. This love provokes me to seek, to strive, and to find. Because of you, Freddie, I am a better man. Your books, your words, your songs are power, resulting in not I can, but I already have. So someone else can use these things now. What can we say then? Should you remain here, Freddie, to kindle my fire? Should you remain here to keep encouraging me? Should you remain here to tell me to keep on, keeping on? God forbid. Because the end of this life starts the beginning of the next. What does all of this mean? Freddie, you're wonderful. Freddie, I love you. Freddie, you've left here. But everything will still be okay. That's it.
Amen.